All right. So tonight we both got batch B for Elijah Craig, B524. I'm super excited. I mean, I just love Elijah Craig's. Spoiler alert, I have tried mine. Chuck's is a fresh crack. Uh, Before it starts, because eventually it'll start, I think we have different laser codes. I don't know if that's an issue with this batch, but just
Just
putting that out there.
to compare,
It's on the back somewhere.
A1304055.
A127.
Oh, they
They're
are.
different. Oh my gosh, this could just blow everything out of the wazoo.
If we have different opinions, maybe we don't.
So this is 130.6 proof. So it's up there again, and 11 years, 2 months. So almost that 12-year-old, but not quite. So I'm excited to give this a try and see what we think because, I mean, I just love my Elijah Craigs. So let's see.
I'm excited. There's no question this is the best value in bourbon anymore. I bought mine for $75.
Yeah. I got mine at the Evan William Bourbon Experience in Louisville because it hasn't hit general retail stores here in the Louisville area, and it was $75 too. So
That is just that is pure Kentucky bourbon at its finest on the nose. Like that is just oak and caramel.
yeah, and
Maybe
barrel
leaning
char.
a little bit heavier to the oak side, which yeah, if you haven't watched the channel enough, Chuck loves his oak.
Yeah, and it's like a old mossy oak. It's not just like that true oak. It's a yeah, I'd say like a
No, this
woodsy oak.
newfangled fresh toast American oak crap. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is aged oak.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I do like toasted American oak. I didn't mean to offend anybody there, but
Oh, this is just like I could just smell this for a long
that
time.
is um just give me a moment.
It reminds me of, I mean, if
It's
you've
like
been
some
drinking bourbon for a while, you just know when you're smelling a really good bourbon. It reminds me of some George T. Staggs that we've had, some of the older Elijah Craig barrel proofs from the 2020 range. Um,
B520
just,
C920 were legendary.
yep,
Definitely the best, and you could argue C923
up there, definitely.
was our bourbon of the year. So
Yeah,
as it develops, I definitely get some cocoa notes, some chocolate, maybe in a little bit of cherry. If there's some fruit there, it's some dark chocolate cherry.
yeah,
Oh, that is yeah, because it's a little bit of that oak kind of softens a little bit, and gives way to a bit more of that chocolate for
yeah.
me anyway.
Hmm. And really no ethanol notes, which is crazy at
At
130 proof.
130 proof.
Yeah, you're getting just all the pleasant aromas.
It's like a little bit
Wow.
of a dry. Yeah, I mean some of that's the drying oak, but almost like a dried coffee bean grind.
Yeah, yeah. All
Man,
right,
that is
I'm going in.
all right. I still might sit here and smell it for you. You'll have to use the little emblem. 30 minutes later, Chuck finally tastes it.
Yep. That, oh, first is
Hang
just
on,
like,
hang on. The finish hasn't ended yet.
yeah.
Oh my, sorry. Go ahead.
Now the 30 minutes later,
Yeah,
it is like right off the bat, it is just brown sugar, caramel, vanilla, sweet goodness right off the bat.
heavy vanilla. Oof. Proper amount of oak. I was a little concerned maybe the nose was dominating oak, um, and it is not over oaked. Even
No.
it's there. It mends well with the sweetness.
Yeah. it
the vanilla.
tames down the sweetness because otherwise it would just, yeah, I would probably say it'd be too sweet otherwise. Um,
Does let me know it's 130 proof in the palate.
oh
That
yeah.
it hits you. It lets you know that it's there at 130 proof. Like no, there's no second guessing that.
Yeah. And it's super oily and viscous, completely coats the entire mouth, and then just goes right down and gives you a nice Kentucky hug right in the chest.
Mm. A little bit of nuttiness as it's leaving that mid palate.
Yeah.
Little bit of dryness in the back of the back of the tongue as it leaves into the finish.
Hmm.
A robust, powerful finish. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
lingering.
Yeah, the nuttiness almost makes me feel a little bit like reminder of a Booker's, but the sweetness would make it to where you're like, oh, this can never be a Booker's.
Yeah, I was gonna say Beam, just classic with
Yeah.
that nuttiness, but toned down, not full Beam, I guess. But
Hmm.
yeah, that dryiness is kind of interesting. I'm sure that some of that's that oak, those tannins out of the oak that are giving you that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the finish just hangs around forever, and it's just oaky, peppery, uh, tingly from the ethanol that just hangs in the jawline. It's just so good.
Yeah. Wow. It goes on for days.
Yeah. Yeah, it just sits there and sits there and sits there. I feel like this would be a hard one now to blind against anything else because I feel like this one has such a distinctive taste. It is, to me, it's the quintessential what you want for an Elijah Craig barrel proof.
It doesn't let you down anywhere, does it?
No.
A lot of times you get that nose and you're like, oh, that's really good. And then yeah, it either leaves you in the palate or it leaves you in the finish.
Yeah.
And this is from start to finish, nose to finish. Man, it is just really good.
Yeah. And
Very
it's got,
consistent all the way through with flavor notes, powerful flavor notes.
oh, yeah. Yeah. It's like a normal bourbon cranked up with flavor and aromas and everything. It all melds together perfectly. Nothing's taking the highlight. It just works well together. I think it might be the best Elijah Craig barrel proof I've had. It's up there.
Unfortunately, I think I finished my B520 and my C920 recently. So I
Hmm.
can't go back to that. I can go back to C923 and I can go back to the one of our private selections that not ours, but one of the ones that I purchased that won Bourbon of the Year
Hmm.
2 years ago, 3 years ago. So it'll be interesting. I'll definitely be blinding those soon
Yeah.
but I think this is worthy. Like my initial perception is definitely worthy. Again, from start to finish, it does not leave you wanting um,
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah. If you ever wanted an Elijah Craig barrel proof, this I can say is one to go in on. Uh, I will definitely be buying a backup because it's that good.
I already have a backup, and I was just trusting TJ's early assessment of how good it was.
Yeah. Which can be dangerous, we all know, because
Definitely
sometimes I get,
dangerous because TJ is just a sucker for the new. Basically anything new that comes out, he's like, "Yes, it's the greatest everything." But TJ, I think you're mostly accurate here.
yeah.
It is
Oh,
worthy.
it is. Oh my
I'm glad
gosh.
nobody took me up on my offer of getting that back, like purchasing that backup, because too late now. It's
Yep.
locked down.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, I once again, Elijah Craig keeps its reign as the best value in bourbon at $75. You
Not even
can't,
close.
yeah. Mm-mm. I
Not
can't
even
think of
close.
another bottle that I would.
I mean, honestly, like the consistency of Jack single barrels, like that should, but I just don't think they quite get to this level for me
Yeah.
anyway.
Hmm.
They
Yeah.
are really good and they should, I mean, at $65, that's close. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
very good value.
Yes. And
Uh,
you can generally find a Jack all the time, whereas this
yes. Yep.
three variations a year. Usually there's a really good one, an okay one, and a so-so one. And this year we've A was a good one. This is a great one. I'm sure C will be terrible. Nobody could go after it at all.
Yeah. Honestly, like I mean, they with the private selections, they've expanded the availability of their Elijah Craigs. Like I saw one at local Benny's 2 weeks ago,
Hmm.
just sitting on the shelf, and I did I did purchase it. And those have been like some of those. I don't think any. Well, other than one of those, one of my private selections, which has been maybe I bought six or so,
Hmm.
um, has been great. But I think what Elijah Craig Barrel Proof does is none of them are misses.
Right.
Where you think of the well, I know it's a different expression, but like the little books at almost 3x the price.
Yeah.
Some of those have been bad misses. To me, Booker's, none of those are like bad misses. You
Right.
can we can all have the argument of this one's great, this one's good, but to me, none of those are misses. But it's also another $40 now, probably in most markets
Yeah.
over the Elijah Craig. So to me, that's where like the argument is just it's Elijah Craig barrel proof consistency, regardless of batch and the private selections. Like, man, you can't go wrong.
All right. There you guys go. If you see batch B524, pick it up. You get the full stamp of approval from Power Bourbon. Maybe Brian will watch this video after he texts us if he should get one. Sometimes he does that.
I mean, throwing out crazy claims. Is this best bourbon that you've tasted this year?
I think it might be. Yeah.
Best bourbon so far. There it
Yeah.
is. This, I mean, for sure, this will be in our best of
Oh, yeah.
in December.
Yeah. If it's not the best, it's easily top three, without a doubt. There you guys go. Cheers. See you next time.
Steiny.